Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 8:30 to 9 a.m. session of the 2024 Open Simulator Community Conference. In this session, we're pleased to introduce the presentation Metaverse Accessibility, Immersive Experiences through Discord. Our speaker is Sushant Chandrasekar. Sushant Chandrasekar is the founder and CEO of Avatar Islands. Is the founder and CEO of AvatarLife.com and is from India. Please check out the website found at conference.opensimulator.org for speaker bio, details of session, and the full schedule of events. The session is being live streamed and recorded, so if you have any questions or comments during the session, you may send tweets to OpenSimCC with the hashtag OSCC24. Welcome, everyone. Let's begin the session.
Yeah. So, hi, everyone. I'm Sushant from AvatarLife, and I'm here to talk about how we are making the metaverse more accessible for our users, but for everyone in OpenSim. Okay, so accessibility is the key to unlocking the full potential of the metaverse. And we believe that OpenSim platforms must innovate to truly achieve that goal. So let's see what's holding the metaverse back. Okay, so the metaverse is actually full of potential, but accessibility remains a major challenge. Like, you know, for getting onto the OpenSim and to have a full-fledged experience, we need to have a computer. You can really don't play OpenSim worlds on your mobile phones at this point in time. And we have issues with our viewers. So like there's a heavy reliance on Firestorm, which they're doing a pretty good job for OpenSim, but they are not dedicated to OpenSim. They are dedicated to Second Life, but we don't have something dedicated from the viewer's point of view for OpenSim, which is definitely holding OpenSim back. You know, OpenSim, the true potential of OpenSim is not being coming out because of the absence of a dedicated viewer. So many platforms in OpenSim are stuck on relying on legacy tools and outdated systems, you know, that don't prioritize the needs of users. So that's what we feel is holding the metaverse back. And let's first, when we're talking about accessibility, let's define what is accessibility. Okay, so that is something should be easier to use, connect, and participate for everyone. So you don't have to be a totally tech guy, you know, to you don't need to know gadgets to use a particular product, you know. So that is where that's what we mean by accessibility. So accessibility is more than about just making something work. It's about making it easy, inclusive, and empowering. So for the metaverse to thrive, it needs to be available to users regardless of their technical skills or the device that they have. So, you know, a lot of people, they can't log into OpenSim because they don't have a great computer. The computer, you know, as we keep upgrading, the older computers kind of become obsolete and they can't handle the hardware. So that also is an accessibility issue. So let's see how we can, what kind of innovations that we can do in when it comes to accessibility. Okay, so let us try to improve the experience for our OpenSim users. So as we speak, you know, we have launched our viewer on our website. You can just check this out. AvatarLife.com/download. We've launched a viewer where people can do video conferencing, audio chats, and screen sharing. You know, our AvatarLife viewer is based out of the source code of Firestorm, but we are dedicated to building the viewer for OpenSim. So this viewer is also open sourced. So people who want to modify this viewer further can look at the source code by downloading the viewer and going to help about avatar viewer. They can go to the GitHub and download the source code of a viewer, and they can further modify the viewer. So the fun part about the viewer that we have launched is that it offers video conferencing, audio chats, the audio calls. You can do one-on-one personal audio calls now using our viewer. We use the WebRTC system, and you can share your screen with your friends. So these are things which we feel will be very useful for the OpenSim community, and this works for all OpenSim worlds, not just AvatarLife. So because we believe in empowering this entire ecosystem, not just AvatarLife. So people can use our viewer to access their own worlds and take advantage of the inbuilt video calling facilities, inbuilt one-on-one audio calling, the conference audio calls, and also share their screens with their friends. So in the future, we are looking for mobile access. So when we're talking about accessibility, bringing OpenSim to mobile. So Second Life recently went mobile. That would be that was pretty much a breakthrough for Second Life, even though I personally did not like how it actually felt. Yes, we all love OpenSim. So the Second Life came out of this mobile viewer. That's where we thought, so why don't we build a mobile viewer for OpenSim? So we discussed with Miss Callisti. So she is heading the Crystal Frost team. And so AvatarLife collaborated with Callisti to build the viewer called Crystal Frost on Unity. So having a viewer that's built on Unity would actually be a big game changer, because once the viewer is on Unity, we can make a lot of UI changes and get OpenSim users on iOS and Android. Unfortunately, we could not render baked on mesh avatars on Crystal Frost, and Callisti was very particular that she is not going to look at the source code of Linden Lab so that she can hold the rights to the license. So we were able to render everything, the surroundings, everything were rendered perfectly when it comes to the mobile viewer. But we could not render baked on mesh. So at this point in time, we still have some problems to solve there. So maybe in 1 year time, I'm not sure of this time frame, but over a period of time, I definitely foresee OpenSim worlds going mobile. But not all is lost, we are still working on a chat viewer, so people can add their grids on the chat viewer that we are building for OpenSim. So it will be the AvatarLife chat app, so you can log in to the add your grid to the chat app and chat with your in-world friends right from your mobile phone. Unity does ask for license cost, but I'm not very sure. At this point in time, there were a lot of protests when it came to the license costs of Unity. So there were some changes when it came to that. I'm not 100% sure. We didn't launch it yet, so we didn't incur any cost from Unity yet. We just got stuck in rendering the baked on mesh. So from that aspect, we didn't get to the licensing part with Unity yet. In fact, our team, we were still exploring this amazing platform called Cocos. The big companies that the big platforms on which we can develop mobile viewers could be either Unity, or it could be Unreal Engine, or it could be Cocos. See, Cocos is completely free and is extremely customizable, and there is no licenses to be paid. We will explore this option way into the future if we have bandwidth, but at this point in time, we have not explored Cocos yet. So just wait for the mobile app to get ready, so that in the future, you will be able to log into your world and chat with your loved ones and friends just from your mobile. but only for the chat. So we would like to also foster creativity in the metaverse. So this includes onboarding of a lot of creators in OpenSim. So what happens in OpenSim is there's a lot of free stuff that's floating around there, So a lot of creators, they're kind of discouraged. Oh, why will people want to buy things from me? Everything else is already free anyway, So one of the ways to combat this is to bring in unique creators. So we would like to announce the launch of breedables on AvatarLife. So Tailu breedables, as we speak, are going to be launching in the next next 5 hours. Tailu breedables are launching in AvatarLife, and hopefully over a period of time, breedables will also get popular in OpenSim. What we feel at AvatarLife is part of OpenSim. It's not separate from OpenSim. So we would like entire OpenSim to grow so that we grow along with OpenSim. Or if we grow, we would like to carry OpenSim along with us. So let's go. So we also want to see what we can do in the future when it comes to the accessible metaverse technology. So one of the things which we are looking in the little bit longer term is Vision Pro. Vision Pro hasn't really been a success. Apple had a lot of buzz about it, but it kind of fizzled away. So at this point in time, we are not doing anything on Vision Pro or Meta Quest 3 or Meta Orion and all that. But we do believe that when it comes to Meta experiences, these goggles will have some part to play in the future. Technologies which are there, we should embrace them, and at the right point, in case we have our platform on Unity or Cocos, it would be not a very difficult shift to develop the same thing on Vision Pro or Meta Quest 3 or Meta Orion. So we need to prepare ourselves for the future. So that is that can make OpenSim worlds more accessible. So accessibility isn't just a nice to have thing, it is the foundation for growth, connection, and innovation on the metaverse. So with AvatarLife, we're trying to build tools that will make metaverse accessible and enjoyable for everyone. So once everything is more accessible, more and more people, let's just face it, if you make things easy for people, it's more likely that people will join us when it comes to OpenSims. So all we need to do is by improving the accessibility to OpenSim, we actually are able to get more users to OpenSim, and that will eventually lead to the growth of the entire platform. So I would like to welcome you and join the movement for a more accessible metaverse. So this is our website. That's my email address, and that's the Twitter link. And I would like to thank the core developers of OpenSim for making everything possible. So I would like to specially mention Vincent Sylvester, who's been helping us throughout our project as a grid consultant at AvatarLife, and also Ubit, who's been working really hard at OpenSim to keep bringing in updates and keep OpenSim still relevant in 2024. Thanks, Ubit, and thanks, Vincent. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sushant. Perhaps could you answer just one more question from the audience, if you could? Frank Ruloff was saying, when you mentioned building a viewer in Unity, Frank Ruloff says, does Unity ask license costs?
That's right. So we didn't get to the stage of the licensing of the viewer yet, because we are still in development. But I do believe the licensing in Unity comes at a certain cost. So Unity recently changed its terms and conditions, and it made Unity a little bit unaffordable to users. Unfortunately, it came in between our development. When we started the development on Crystal Frost, it wasn't like that. But all of a sudden, a bomb was thrown on to us as developers. We really felt hit by the sudden change of terms of Unity. So, but we were already too invested into Unity to back out at this point in time. So again, unfortunately, we hit a snag in rendering baked on mesh avatars. So we have currently put the development on Unity on hold. But let's see, if we are able to resolve the issue of baked on mesh, we will be able to get back on development on the mobile, on Unity.
Thank you. And Frank also had an interesting comment, perhaps, that Vision Pro was discontinued this year.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, one thing is, when it comes to these variables, we should have a neutral outlook towards it. If we develop, completely a negative mindset that, okay, these smart goggles are no good, we cannot do anything about it. We never know, something new can come out, and that can be revolutionary. That can be the thing. Right now, just because it's not there, we should not just ignore the possibility of making the world more immersive. Just imagine wearing these goggles and just walking around the place and experiencing your OpenSim world. That would be an amazing experience. So at this point, even though we are still futuristic, we don't have the right goggles that can give you the right experience at this point in time. But who knows, maybe 5 to 10 years from today, there would be some other new unicorn company that would really take over the smart goggles market.
And we absolutely love your vision as regards the OpenSim viewer that is going to be used for accessibility in future. Fantastic, Sushant, to hear your passion, your excitement, your love in development. Fantastic. And as one person said in the chat quite rightly, yes, the viewer should have finally time to do something about the viewer. Thank you so much, Sushant.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Check out our viewer, which is open to all users on OpenSim. So just go to avatarlife.com, download, add your grid URL, and you should be able to check out the new features like video calling, audio calling, screen sharing. All these features are live and working for OpenSim users. So users might really like it.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sushant, for an informative and interesting presentation. As a reminder to our audience, you will want to check out conference.opensimulator.org to see what is coming up on the conference schedule. You won't want to miss our next session, which will begin at 9:30 a.m. in this keynote region and is entitled Adaptive Learning with AI-Infused NPCs for TESOL in VR VW destinations. Also encourage you to visit the OSCC24 Poster Expo in the OSCC Expo 3 region to find accompanying information on presentations and explore the Hypergrid Tour resources in OSCC 2 region, along with sponsor and crowdfunder booths located throughout all of the OSCC Expo regions. Thank you again to our speakers and the audience.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.